got it. I love that. That's a good one, dude. Do I talk now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But probably like.
This is my second time in Ecuador, and coming here last year was such an amazing experience for me. Just coming to the Andes and seeing how much the people here love the mountains. You know, their whole lives are centered around the mountains and just everything they do, from the farming to the recreation to the tourism, everything is centered around just the big mountains here in Ecuador. It's actually really eye-opening when I look at the way that the people look at the mountains here, and they love the mountains and they want to respect the mountains. It makes me just love running even more. It makes me be a better father, a better husband. Like, it makes me a better person. And I get that here in Ecuador. Like, it's changed the way that I run. It's changed the way that I look at things. It's changed the way that I look at life.
Actually, a lot of it is kind of similar to the Andean.
Those are tough. You hear that? We're going to the top of that. Silica.
The main goal when we designed this experience was that people feel an actual connection with Ecuador. What we love about our country is not just the touristic places, but mainly showing places that people not get used to know, like very common.
Both of us love nature, we love our country, and we love trail running. Those three things help us to think and organize something like a trail running experience. For me, it's important to get out people from their comfort zone. I like when people say this is very challenging, or it is some experience that probably they will not forget.
One of the things that pleasantly surprised me about coming to Ecuador is it's really not so far away. You're very far south in South America. You're on the equator, which is magical, but the flight from the United States is quick and easy. And so I never really thought about it that way, but it's such a convenient thing to be able to come down here. And honestly, if you're a runner, to be able to high altitude train like this on a flight that's 5 hours from Atlanta, that's something that's really not easy to find. You don't have to go all the way to Europe. You can just come straight down to Ecuador and you can get this beautiful, interesting weather. Ecuador is a country of contrasts. You have the Amazon and you have the Andes. The Andes is high, 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 up on the top of the world. And with that comes this altitude training that you get that is unlike anything else that you could possibly experience. So as you climb up, you kind of almost have to go into like a different Zen state when you're running up. Things that are maybe a little bit easier for you when you're running at sea level or when you're running at a few thousand feet in the United States become a little bit more challenging. But if you're the type of person who enjoys a challenge, I think that just that feeling of being in that crisp, clean, pure air, that's there's something about that just fills your body with purity.
Yeah, every year we have such an amazing group here that comes to the retreat. It's awesome to see people come from such different backgrounds. You know, we have people that come from New York City. We have people that come from the mountains in the United States, people from LA, you know, and I think the cool thing is they all love being out on the trails. They all love being out in nature and just moving, you know, with the legs that they've been given. And we always like start off the retreat kind of like trying to get to know each other and feel each other out, and then by the end it just feels like we're family. Like everybody's very close, everybody's, you know, talking about their next races or their lives, and it's awesome to be able to like bounce ideas off of people and just really get to know each other. And you know, I'm of course a professional athlete, and a lot of the people that come to this retreat aren't professional athletes. You know, we're all at different levels, but by the time we get to the end, we all treat each other the same. You know, I'm not necessarily treated like a professional athlete by the end. I'm treated like a friend.
Oh, I mean, I think the people are everything. Like, there's so many different personalities that just were super fun and complimentary. Everybody was positive. And so I think it made the experience just super fun. It's always more fun doing it with people than just by yourself.
I think having Hayden in this trip, it wasn't very nice to know him personally, more about him than what he does on his professional career. And this was a really good opportunity to be able to ask a lot of advice as a casual runner from his experience that could help me out, in the future for whatever distance that I'm working on.
It was amazing having him on the bus on the tour, because you get to also ask him a lot of questions. So you're so close to so much knowledge, and you get to learn so many things from Hayden. So definitely.
The whole staff here, it was like a family. And we got to know our fellow runners like us. We made new friends of all different age groups and from backgrounds all across the U.S. and other places. But it was like a family this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we both are not ultra marathoners. So the trip doesn't just attract ultra marathon people, but people of all different running levels. Even myself, I'm like a hobby runner, but with almost 20 years of experience running. But still, I felt included and supported by everyone.
I think that we have traveled Ecuador a lot because we like to run, and also sometimes I used to crew Juan Antonio in his races. So I think that we choose like the best places and we put it together in this itinerary.
I really enjoy in Ecuador how everything is a volcano. There are so many volcanoes. Like you throw a rock and you hit a volcano. You throw a rock and you go into the crater of a volcano. And inside that crater, you'll find beautiful azure blue water that changes as you run around it. I mean, there is nothing like the territory of Ecuador for beauty. Anywhere you look, you're going to see something magical. Another thing that I love about being here is the weather is just crazy. It constantly changes. When you wake up in the morning, if you see clouds, just wait a little bit. It's going to clear. The mountains are going to come out, and you're going to have an experience running on top and along those mountains that almost feels otherworldly, like you're on another planet.
The lesson or experience that will stay with me forever is, I think, just respecting the nature, respecting the mountains. You know, they talk a lot about the Pachamama here, and the Pachamama is like Mother Earth. And just hearing the people talk about it, it makes me want to respect the land even more and be a steward to protect the lands that we're given to recreate on, you know. And so that's what I think that's the biggest thing I take away from here, is to go back home and respect the lands that I get to live on back in Utah, and to try and just be a person that advocates for protecting these lands and respecting these areas.
Hi, Estrella. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Oh, thank you. Muchas gracias, Estrella.
Sí, presta el panchito. ¿Has ordeñado tú? ¿Has ordeñado?
Sí.
Ah, ya, perfecto.
But teach me, though.
Por
Show
acá.
me one.
Ya. A ver, entonces.
He's holding it so much harder.
¿Sí? Mira.
I feel so bad doing that.
¿De esta?
The head cows, yeah. So when I was younger, we used to milk
Perfecto.
them a bit.
Muy bien.
And we drink the milk up in Camas.
Okay. Ah, oh, change your.
Tiene mucha leche todavía.
Yeah.
Ajá. Se dará a los gansos. No, no es porque coma. Ellos comen sin.
I'm a little afraid of. No, no, no.
Sí.
Saludos, bienvenidos a Posada de Tigua. Gracias. Salud con todos.
Gracias por recibirnos, María.
Con mucho gusto, es un placer.
Always like the one that we had, right?
One step more, yeah. You put here, please. Yeah. No. Y trabajas con esto. Así. Bien.
Ah.
¿Sí? Así mismo hago
You know, Wild Explorers does a great job at organizing this camp. They make sure everybody is safe, everybody's comfortable, everybody's taken care of. The food is great, the accommodations are great, and we're always looking to improve the camps every single year. And I think you can ask pretty much anybody that comes to this camp. By the time they end, they've had an incredible experience. They've loved the time here. They've all said it's organized very, very well. It's professional, and yeah, they're very comfortable and very happy about it. You know, we've had people come back multiple times, which shows, you know, that it's an amazing camp and it's an amazing experience.
Yeah. And then having guides to push us as well, like local guides who know the area, know the land, and just getting to hear their stories was amazing as well.
So one of the things that I enjoyed a lot about the Wild Explorers trip in particular is that you do, from a running perspective, get access to the GPX file the night before the run. And this is nice because you can see sort of the elevation profile of the run. You can see where you're going to go. You can kind of plan in your head if you're that type of person. And then you have the file, so you have that sense of security when you're going. Of course, the guides are always going to be there. There's always someone in the front, in the middle, and in the back of the group. So there is something for everyone. But having that extra reassurance of just being able to have that route, I think that's a sense of security that a lot of runners will really appreciate. Plus, they've got access to that file. They can look back on it forever.
And they are honestly taking us to the best parts of Ecuador, the best part of the Andes. You are seeing the heart of the Andes. You are connecting with the people in the Andes. You are eating authentic food, and you are just getting the full Ecuadorian experience. And I think that's what makes it so cool, is a lot of the times we travel to places, you know, and maybe we don't really connect with the people or with the culture. We only see kind of the highlights or the tourism things. And yes, we do some of that on this retreat or on this trip, but we also get to connect with the people.
Chimborazo, welcome to Chimborazo. Aquí le decimos del Chimborazo, Taita Chimborazo. Taita en español significa padre. Entonces siempre que se sube al Chimborazo se le pide permiso. Entonces cada quien va a cerrar los ojos
y pensar el por qué está aquí haciendo esto, el agradecer del hecho de que puedan hacer esta ruta tan bonita. Entonces cada quien tiene su motivo, su razón por estar aquí y le miden permiso al chimbo y él les va a tratar bien.
Control your movements and your breath.
I think the Chimborazo Day again was just my absolute favorite. Just being up on that mountain, just with the group, there's something magical just about getting that high, and it's just you in the mountain and you feel so small.
It's probably one of the hardest things I ever done, but it's probably the most rewarding because it's something that I don't think I will have that kind of unique experience again. Because to be at 16,000 feet and be able to, you know, be cross around Chimborazo, I think it's a life experience.
The going up to the 5,000 meter, because that was my number one goal, so to speak, because last year I wasn't able to do that. But even running at the base of Chimborazo and looking at the massive Chimborazo, the mountain, so impressive. And
I think one of the most challenging things are that that we wanted more women to sign up because Hayden is a male athlete. So I think that this time we got it because we tried to have more women here and we did it. So for us, for me especially as a co-founder of Wild Explorers, having more women involved, it's such a rewarding thing. So
Down the second half or no?
Yeah, we're going to climb to the top.
Yeah.
Where there is a swim for pictures and everything, and then back running that way.
Oh, kind of across.
And then,
Oh.
and then back.
Las estrellas.
But the other thing is we got to do so many different things, like rafting on the Amazon River and going to the hot springs.
Seeing waterfalls.
Since this is my first time, I've never done anything. It was really awesome. At first I was nervous, but I thoroughly enjoyed, and it was a collaborative effort to do this rafting with other people's that that I've been running in the past couple of days. So yeah, it was pretty awesome.
One of the things that Wild Explorers does with their trips is plan a lot of activities that are not just running based. So there are other organizations who do running trips around the world. And a lot of times they are very focused on running, which I think is fantastic. However, you're all the way down in Ecuador. You want to get to experience what it means to be with the people of Ecuador and what that sort of country pride manifests as. And so being able to do rich cultural experiences like go learn how to make chocolate directly from the cacao bean and
Yes. Oh, yes. I love the chocolate making. And supporting the women's collective. We supported 2 different communities just today with purchasing their artwork and
We would like to let people know that when they decide to come to Ecuador, they contribute to the economy for many people here, you know?
are very ethically minded in that they are a local business, they support local businesses, they support the environment as well as animals. They made sure that all animals we interacted with were treated well. And
that is very, very important because they are going to want to preserve, you know, the owner of a farm or of a refuge or a restaurant. They would like to preserve nature because they know that that nature is important for them, not just for economic reason, but for some other causes that are bigger than that.
She's gonna put minor milk.
Good?
Over me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's already.
Está bien la sal. Yukarimana munani kangunara shupunja kaunara visita waichi kaima nyukanchi comunidad sinchuarmi y maimanda rishkai kangunara rimangichi nyukanchi comunidad sinchuarmi ashka pagrachu kanguna shamushkamanda kaima.
And this week has brought me from here to here as far as experience and knowing what I'm capable of doing just by being with all these great people.
This trip was amazing for active-minded people. Obviously, ultramarathon or trail runners like to be active, but this is particularly active in that our only rest time is on the bus, and I really like that.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've taken myself beyond what I thought I can do.
Every day was amazing and different, so that's why I really enjoyed it the first time, and I really wanted to do it the second time. Probably I'm going to do it the third time as well, because I really love Ecuador, the diversity of the nature.
And I think that's what's so cool about it is you're getting a tour from Ecuadorians who love their country, who love the nature, and are trail runners themselves.
Quisiera invitar a la gente para que pueda no solo compartir con un atleta de élite como es Hayden Hawks, sino también poder compartir con otros corredores que también quieren o tienen la misma intención de poder visitar lugares nuevos, lugares que no son muy explorados y que quieren también contribuir a ser parte de un mundo mejor.
Creo que para mí lo más importante de esto y de las personas que piensan en hacer un viaje de este tipo es que tienen la oportunidad de conocer a otros corredores y de visitar lugares que en verdad no los van a poder visitar muy probablemente en otros itinerarios, porque esto es algo que no me gusta utilizar la palabra único, pero realmente es una experiencia que la hemos diseñado, algo con una esencia ecuatoriana.
Ecuador is an amazing place. It's full of culture, full of amazing food, full of amazing people, amazing mountains. Come experience Ecuador with me. I hope to see you here next year.
It's a lot, but there. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. That's okay.
Do I look okay? Yeah. I haven't showered in days. Nah, I showered.
And let's not forget our awesome photographer.
Yeah. I do want to thank Ben. He was a champ.
I was calling him Roman for the first day. He came and ran with us
Right.
across that mountain.
At like the 2 hardest days.
I don't know how he did that, carrying his equipment and everything else.
Just the last thing I want to say is cevichocho. Just that word. Just
Okay, say it.
cevichocho.
Yeah.
Gracias, linda.